Hi guys, and today we are talking about how to get the Rivers of Blood Katana, which is one of the strongest katanas in the entire game, if not the strongest katana in the game. We're starting our adventure here in the ancient Snow Valley ruins. You will have to unlock the Grand Lift of Roll to do this, and the only way to get the Grand Lift of Roll is to do the Elden throne and beat Morgott, the Fell Omen, after getting the Grand Lift of Dectus by unlocking that through getting 2 Great Runes and also the 2 sides of the medallions. But yeah, so to get to the Rivers of Blood Katana, you will have to get on Torrent and make sure that you can have a safe distance away from the lava trolls type things. Lava troll knights. And make sure to head right, because left does not take you anywhere other than a dead end. But it does give you a armor set which is fairly good. So before doing this, or after getting the Rivers of Blood Katana, you can head over there and do that. After moving up through here, you'll want to get off Torrent and make sure you get this site of grace and rest at it, because it's very important. Because across this lake there is going to be a dragon, which can either spawn around this island here or down here next to the cave, or under the cave, because the cave's up on the cliff. So the only proper way to get through this is going straight through the middle. It'll get very like snowy and you will not be able to see things. But just head in the direction that you last saw that church. Keep your eye on it and just run. Alright, the dragon is setting in now. There's the dragon. It spawned a little bit further into the middle than usual, but that's okay because we still had a rough idea of where it was going to spawn, so we're still good. Once we're over here, we're okay because the dragon's over there, and it spawned roughly in here and then walked over here. We met it around about here. So I think I probably hugged the right wall a bit too much, but there is a mistake you will not make by making sure you're a bit more centered than me. You want to go into here and you will be at the First Church of America and get this site of grace, so you do not need to bother with that dragon again. Also, you can talk to Melina if you would want to carry on the storyline. To get the Rivers of Blood Katana, you'll have to go up here and go past the graveyard. It's a bit hard to see, but there is a spirit lift here. It blends in very well with the snow, but once you're under it, you can see it a bit better. You will know you're going the right direction if you're going over the Lord Contender's Avagol. You go over this rock. And you can go through here. And you can go through this barracks of a flame monk camp. There is a castle inside which you can defeat, but it is optional. You do not need to do this. It is not necessary for getting the Rivers of Blood Katana. But nonetheless, it's a cool place to check out if you haven't already. You'll have to go over this very, very high chain, and it will instant kill you if you fell, by the way, if you couldn't tell, because it's very high up. Once you're over here, you can get to this Site of Grace and rest at it, because it is your last Site of Grace before taking on the mini boss going to the Lord of Bloods Katana. On this bit you can get the east side of the mountaintops of the Giants map, which will help you out a bit. In this area, by the way, if you suddenly have some bird that you don't think's aiming at you, but you're in crossfire, do not worry at all, because there are giants and birds having a constant fight. It's the birds from Kaled, like that one there, but in a snowy version. And also there are giants, but if you just lead the birds to a giant, they will completely forget about you and act like you were never there, which is very helpful. In this bit next to this skull, you will see the church, and here you will get invaded by the person wearing the Rivers of Blood Katana and also having a mask. In this fight, you will have a bit of a tough time because he dodges so much. There's not 1 second when he's not rolling on the ground. He's constantly dodging and all of that. So I really recommend having a great sword or a Dueler's Moonblade or having a Karian greatsword or something. Just any massive big sword you can get is very good for you, because he does need to have quite a big spread because he dodges a lot. There are some spells which help a lot, like Karian Phalanx. It's a homing beacon. Also you have Rock Sling, which helps a little bit because it hones in. Comet Azure is completely useless. A Dueler's Moonblade is helpful, and Terra Magica is also very, very helpful. You also have Glintstone Arc and have Karian Greatsword. You could use Ronnie's Dark Moon because that can help a lot as it hones in on things, but it is not the greatest. But it does get some frost damage on him, which will be very helpful if you are a frost mage like me. And yeah, that is how you unlock the Rivers of Blood Katana. And he will drop not just the Rivers of Blood Katana, he will also drop, I'll put it on so you can see, equipment. You have that, and he also gives you a mask, which is, there it is, the Okinia mask, which he wears. And this is what it looks like. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great rest of your day. And good luck on your adventures in the lands between.